What's the most brutal rejection you've ever gotten? Was told we should just be friends. A week later I was told we should be the type of friends that don't talk to each other. Many years ago, after getting divorced at 30, one hit the online dating scene. I had essentially never dated as an adult, having met my ex-wife in college. I was not prepared for how brutal online dating was. This was in the Match/eHarmony days, not the apps. First online date, we meet up at a restaurant. She walks in, sees me, and says, "Oh, you are much uglier in person," and walks out. Doesn't even sit down. Everything turned out fine, been happily married for 10 years again. But I thought that was pretty unnecessarily brutal and strange. Dodged a bullet there. Back in the days of MSN Messenger, I got blindly set up with this girl by a friend. We hit it off, exchanged selfies, all of that jazz. Being in middle school, it was obviously nothing serious or explicit, just dumb little flirty stuff. We decided to meet in person at a dance that we'd both be attending with our respective friend groups. I didn't see her for most of the night. When I finally did and a slow song came on, I went over and asked her to dance with me. She winced and shook her head. I just said okay and walked away defeated. Later, online, LD asked her why she turned me down. Her response was, "Oh, that was you? I don't like ugly and fat people." I had a couple of good friends that I knew and hung out with almost daily since I was 6 years old just started to ghost me when we were in high school. Despite me asking them what was wrong, they never answered. If we hung out in our small friend group, they would ignore me. One day, they asked me to come over. They had me sit down in my friend's living room, and they flat out told me that they didn't want to be friends anymore, but they also didn't want to be enemies. No explanation, they just didn't want me to exist to them anymore. I, to this day, have no idea why. The fucked up thing was they tried to drag my other friends away from me too. If my other friends were hanging out at my house, they would call my house. Ask to speak to my friend and try to get them to leave to come hang out with them. Luckily, my other friends were much more mature and called that bullshit out, and they're still my best friends to this day.